All right, welcome back to Save America, Vote Tulsi Gabbard. My name is Dave, and this is my channel. Hey, Tulsi. I hear Tulsi knows about the channel. Some folks up in New Hampshire, I guess, gave her the lowdown that there is a channel devoted specifically to her, and I am in this until Tulsi Gabbard gets the nomination. When she gets the nomination, we'll keep going, obviously, but you know what I'm saying. We'll do whatever we can in a general election to get her elected president. We first have to get her on the debate stage, and I know people are irritated because I keep telling people to donate. Of course I'm going to tell people to donate. If they haven't seen this channel before, or if you have and you could tell some friends, she needs, what, like 20,000 more unique donations? It's doable. The deadline is May 15th, so it's completely doable. We're going to get there. I know one day she had like 2,000 unique donors. So it's doable, because if she had that many really in, 30 days, she'd be there. So let's just keep talking about that. Now, what's in the news? Well, it's the collusion stuff. And you know what's interesting? The collusion's over. The whole thing is done. It's over. But the media, first thing I watched this morning was local news. And NBC News, who just cannot let go of their hatred for Donald Trump. And look, you may hate Trump, but there are different ways to vent. This is the media, okay? Now, the media is acting like some jilted lover or something because they still haven't gotten what they wanted, and there was no collusion. So guess where they're going now? Well, there's obstruction. There wasn't collusion, but there. Well, if there was no collusion, what could he have obstructed? The investigation into the fact that there was no collusion? So what difference does it make? It would be an error or a crime of procedure which has nothing to do with the original claim. And the whole reason that crime would exist is because the media was lying and people wanted to say fake news, and so by saying fake news, that's obstruction? Wow. I mean, we're living in dark times as far as the media goes. And people on the left and the right are both saying, these guys, they won't change, they won't learn. I mean, they've got to keep their sponsors and their advertisers. They got to keep the thing going. They got to give these Trump haters hope, because it's a visceral, irrational hatred for Donald Trump at this point. Okay, and I'm saying this as a former Trump supporter. I knew it then, and I still believe it now. It's some sort of derangement syndrome. He's the president. Get over it. You know, if you don't like Trump, let's try to beat him with ideas and with a candidate who can beat him, and that would be Tulsi Gabbard. Tulsi Gabbard is a different kind of politician. She is somebody who you can tell is fearless, who speaks the truth, and more importantly, she speaks to everybody. She doesn't speak to just a narrow group of people on the left. She speaks to a lot of people in the middle, some people on the right, some libertarians, Green Party people. I mean, there's a big swath of people. Now, I've noticed that there are a few progressives who think that she might be like a stealth conservative. This Anna Kasparian, or whatever her name is, on that channel I don't watch, TYT, basically said that Tulsi's not a progressive. Okay, well, I don't know what kind of label you want to give her. I know she is progressive on a lot of issues, and I know she uses a lot of common sense on a lot of issues, and again, because she listens to people who may not be in the little clique or the little group that you're into. For you, that means maybe she's, maybe she's a Russian operative. I don't know. Maybe she's a Russian bot, And for a show like that, for somebody so high profile to say, well, she's not really what we are. Well, what you are, basically, you are people who oppose Donald Trump but have no ideas, okay? She's somebody who has ideas, who opposes Trump, but does so on the basis of the fact that her ideas are better and that she's running a campaign based on thinking, okay, and not on propaganda, not on mudslinging, not on all of the things that we've seen where people recoil completely from American politics. They just like, I'm done. I'm not doing this anymore, whether you're on the left or the right. And so what's interesting is I've kind of gotten into some of these progressive commentators and what they're saying, because some of them are really good. And you can tell a really good one from one that is just interested in hating Donald Trump. Hating Donald Trump is not a policy position. And Americans, especially those in the middle, who just got through witnessing the greatest witch hunt in the history of American politics, and they saw that witch hunt fizzle out, are going to think to themselves, I can't trust where I'm getting information from anymore. I can't trust it. Some of them are. The rest of the people are going to continue to cheerlead against Trump in a way that's not going to damage Donald Trump. Because Trump has already got an edge now, because in 2020 he can just say, hey, these people are all out to get me. And he'll be 100% correct. Even Ted Koppel has said so. And, you know, I don't know where Koppel is politically, but I think Koppel is old school, and I think he understands the political dynamic, and some of the things the media didn't used to do, they do all the time. They're just cheerleading against Trump. So Tulsi Gabbard represents like better angels. Like, she looks at issues, she talks to people, and the fact that people are saying she's not a true progressive, to me, I don't want to call it a badge of honor, but to me it just sounds as though they're jealous, or they have some ulterior motive, or they've got their candidate. They're just so concerned that the electoral map, if we just run Beto O'Rourke, Beto beats Trump, and guess what we get? We get a better looking version of Trump, a younger version of Trump, who's going to do the same regime change war crap. I guarantee you, he'll probably appoint Jared Kushner. You know, Beto and Kushner, I could see those two guys hanging out and having a beer and having a great old time talking about all the money that they want to give to Israel. And, whoops, sorry, I said that out loud. So Tulsi Gabbard represents kind of like a higher order. You know, it's like the candidates are here and here, and then Tulsi's up here because she's listening to everybody, and she's not in this to be a celebrity. She's not in this to, you know, be set for life financially, which a lot of politicians are these days. She's in it for America. She's in it for Americans. She wants to represent everybody, and I find that refreshing, and she has some good ideas. Her best idea is on foreign policy, where we need to stop fighting regime change wars and bring the money home. All right, so that's my Tulsi video again. Hi, Tulsi. And please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. I'd like to get to 1,000, because someday I'd like to get maybe $1 or $2 for doing a video now and then, and that's kind of what it adds up to be if you get over 1,000 views. It's like $1 or $2. It's not a lot of money, folks, but it's helpful. I've got another channel which supports this one, but I'd love to get this one up to the level the other one's at, and then, you know, life will be great. You know, I might be able to afford rent in an American city. Probably not, but, you know, that's another issue. People have to start thinking about the housing crisis, because rents are way too damn high, okay, to quote some candidate from New York City. Okay, done. Be back soon.